you've got the right one up this time.
Yes,
Last time it said ending.
I know. So,
There we go.
I'm going to play the intro video here in a second.
Oh, I'm so excited.
And we are live here at the Planet of Nerds. Welcome to our test stream of Tangents, and I don't have the right thing up there in the corner. I wanted this cool little graphic. There we go. Perfect. Much better. I am here. I am Darth Pyron, aka Chris Walker, aka Alfred from Popcorn Planet. You may know me from there. And I am here with Captain Strongbow, aka Nuff Said, aka Kev. What's going on, man? How you doing today?
How you doing, geezer? You keeping good today?
I am doing well today. It's been a really good day for me. How about yourself?
Yeah, fair to middling. It's getting better by the can. I mean,
Captain Strongbow.
No.
No.
Alcohol's bad, kids.
Oh boy, this is the kind of stream it's going to be. I mean, here it is about 5:45 in the evening, but where you are, sir, it is much later. Why don't you tell the good folks what time it is where you are?
It's 11:15.
Whoo! Oh, that's right, guys. Captain Strongbow is from across the pond for those American viewers and for those Brit
For
viewers.
those in the UK,
I'm across the pond.
he's one of those rebel colonists that we decided it wasn't worth keeping.
Come on, we're all not that bad. Hey, I've got ties to the motherland. My mother is English, you know. Not by blood. I'm adopted, but hey, you know.
Oh, you mean she was doing a bit for charity?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was a charitable case, that's for sure. I mean, just look at me. I gotta, you know.
I knew there was a reason I turned your camera off.
Oh. So, we are here at the Planet of Nerds. We're doing a kind of a test stream here, even though there's nobody watching, so who cares?
But if anybody does stumble across us, be gentle.
I mean, if you want to put something in the Discord of Popcorn Planet, that would be okay. In the channel promotion section, you are welcome to do that. You don't have to, but because this is just a test stream for us, we're not going to be doing much except what we are going to be calling tangents. It's going to be our weekly podcast. And essentially the way it's going to work is we're going to start with one topic and
see where the hell we go.
Exactly. It's going to be interesting.
We normally have a third person with us as well, by the way.
Usually AlterNerd, aka Steph, would be with us. She is sleeping right now, so
because it's 11:15.
Yeah, and she's got work in the morning, so we are here holding it down for her. She will be here well enough as well. So plenty of times you'll get to hang out with her and not just see my mug. And eventually you may see some sort of avatar for Captain Strongbow. We like to keep his identity secret.
Because I'm too goddamn good looking for words.
He's our best kept secret. He's our dirty little secret.
I'm actually using the voice changer right now.
Yeah, he's actually Portuguese.
Hola.
Is that Portuguese? Sounds
No.
Spanish. That sounds Spanish to me. It actually kind of sounded Spanglish. Holla. Hola. 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 It was like holler.
Hola.
There you go. That's much better. There you go. That's much better Spanish than holla.
Mein Deutsch ist nicht so gut.
Oh gosh. No, none of that now. None of that now.
Yes, anybody who's watching or listening, we've 5 minutes in and we haven't even mentioned what we're talking about yet.
Yeah, so
This is the
we're
kind of stuff we put up with.
we're already going off on tangents. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to
Figure out which button to
bring
press.
up. No, I've already figured that out, and we've already got it. So now I've got this article up. We're talking about the Monster Hunter movie, folks, because we be gamers. We be
Big time.
gamers, and we love games, but we also love movies. And we love all things nerdy. Hence, we are the planet of nerds. So I saw this article the other day, and I was very intrigued by it because Paul W.S. Anderson, who did the Resident Evil movies, is doing the Monster Hunter movie, and his fair wife Mila Jovovich, who we all loved in great movies such as The Fifth Element.
Fifth Element.
Lilu Multipass. Gosh, that's a great movie.
Oh, I
So
haven't
many
watched that in
great,
a while.
so many
I've got to
great
dig
actors.
that out. I haven't watched it in about 3 years.
Oh yeah, that's you gotta watch that at least once a year.
Yeah, I know, man.
Definitely.
So many DVDs though. If I watched all once a year, I wouldn't actually ever leave the house.
Oh man, am I get any interference when I go?
It just sounds like you're choking.
Oh okay, good. As long as you don't get, I get a little interference on my side. So as long as you're not getting the interference there,
I'm not hearing it.
Okay, good. So, but tangents. See. So Mila Jovovich. There's another actor in this.
Tony Jaa.
Tony Jaa.
Awesome. I love this man. Have you seen anything else he's done, Chris?
Yeah. Well, let me pull up. I can't quite remember exactly.
The Ong Bak series.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, absolutely awesome. The Warrior King.
Yep.
I think it was called something else in America.
Let me see. Let me look
Was it
it
the
up.
Defender in America or something like that?
I will look it up right now. IMDb to the rescue. Why don't you fill some space while I look this up? What else?
Dude, Tony Jaa has done one of basically my favorite fight scene of all time in a martial arts movie. I think it's like 7 or 8 minutes long. One shot, one camera, one shot, no cuts, no editing. The whole thing. He goes up. He fights like 30 stuntmen, martial arts. He's throwing people over the range as he's running up this massive, giant spiral staircase. It is legendary. If you've never seen it, you can actually go on YouTube right now and put in. I think it's Warrior King 1, just Warrior King stairway fight scene. I think it is in YouTube, and it just brings up this fight scene. It is the most amazing choreographed bit of filming I've ever seen for a one-shot take, to the point where they're chucking stuntmen 25 foot over railings, 25 foot up, and then panning the camera over, and they've managed to get the crash mats out the way before the stuntman in place on the floor before the camera's even there.
And it's amazing. It's called The Protector in the United
States. The Protector, sorry, there you go.
So that sounds. Yeah, Triple X Return of Xander Cage, so Triple X2.
No, that's Triple X3.
Oh, that is Triple X3 because Triple X2 was State of the Union. State of the Union was the second one, right?
Yeah, with Ice Cube, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You've had Ice Cube, Ice T, Ice Squared.
Furious
Ice Lemonade.
7. That's right. He was in Furious 7.
Yep. Which to me felt like a complete Fast and Furious 7. It was basically Triple X Return of Xander Cage in a Fast and Furious franchise. It was the same thing to the fight scene at the end in the plane, and they got to get the magic electronic box thing, and you watch those two back to back, you get confused which one's which. The only way you'll know is, I think, in the Triple X one, Vin Diesel uses a dirt bike as a weapon. And I don't think he does it in the Fast and Furious one.
So apparently he was a stunt double in Mortal Kombat Annihilation in '97. I'm trying to see which character it was that he was the stunt double for. Liu Kang. He was Liu
Yep.
Kang's stunt double in Mortal Kombat Annihilation. So that's definitely a
Which was the second best of the Mortal Kombat movies, which tells you something about the other ones they did.
yeah. So let's go over this article, shall we?
Yes, let's.
So the minds behind Resident Evil, essentially, it's Paul W.S. Anderson. He's British director.
So UK is best.
UK's best. You think?
UK is best.
Oh, UK is best. Great. We're gonna deal with this all stream. Every time I say UK,
I wasn't saying Paul W.S. Anderson's the best the UK has to offer.
I was gonna say.
Jesus Christ! What are you talking about?
Gonna say,
I'd even write Kenneth Branagh's a better director than
hell
Paul
yeah. Kenneth Branagh was just an artist, you know. I mean, so you can't discount Branagh.
But yeah, no, I was saying UK is best, not UK's best.
Yeah, and I said, oh great, we're gonna have to deal with this all stream.
Anyway, sorry, Chris, you were saying.
Well, I've already found a typo.
Yes, I was going to bring this up at some stage.
The second paragraph starts with Mortal Kombat instead of Monster Hunter. Fail, sci-fi. Fail on the editing. Granted, you're an editor. You're reading something. You're going through it. Mortal Kombat, Monster Hunter, Monster Hunter.
Paragraph.
The second paragraph of the article says Mortal Kombat based on Capcom.
Yeah, but no, if you read a little bit more, there's a reason why it says Mortal Kombat in the beginning of the second paragraph.
Oh, okay.
It celebrates its 25th anniversary this month.
Really? Yeah, 95. Okay.
Yeah.
Why are they going from Mortal Kombat from Monster Hunter because the Capcom game?
No, they're backdating his catalog. And if you actually read
but
it,
Mortal Kombat's not a Capcom game.
No, but
Mortal Kombat's not a Capcom game.
Mortal Kombat wasn't Capcom, was it?
No, it was Acclaim.
Yes. So that's not the typo.
So I have I guess Capcom's the typo.
Capcom's the screw up.
That's what
Sorry,
I was like.
I don't know
Monster
whether I can
Hunter.
swear or not.
Yeah, whatever. Screw up.
Yeah,
that's a
Capcom's
screw
the
up.
fuck
Yes.
up because
yeah.
that was Street
Who
Fighter.
cares? We're not monetized. So curse
fuck
all
it.
you want.
Yeah. Bollocks.
No, that's why I thought they had the Mortal Kombat wrong because Monster Hunter is a Capcom game.
Yeah, I think but I mean the reason Mortal Kombat is the start because it's the 25th anniversary, but they've screwed up straight away by getting the production company of the game wrong.
Yeah, well, when was the first Monster Hunter game? 2000 something?
2000
probably.
Oh God!
Let's see here. Look at the.
I'm a boomer. I'm old. I forget things now.
We're not that old.
If you remember if you knew how many computer games I played over the course of my life.
Oh gosh, yeah. By the way, Beyond a Steel Sky, the old school point and click game, is free on Steam.
All right.
Just to let you know. I only know that because a new one came out and it looks beautiful, but I never played the first one, so I want to play the first one. But I still have to finish Broken Sword, a bunch of Sherlock Holmes games that I have. My backlog, gosh, I need to start gaming more.
Mate, I'm waiting for my new rig before I try Civ.
Yeah, no, don't try Civ. So the first
and then I might do a bit of CSGO, see how I do with that.
2004 was the first Monster Hunter game.
Jesus Christ.
That's crazy.
old.
So that's coming up on its 16 year.
Mm.
And it's had its, let's see here. Yeah, 2000 more. It had its 2000. North America will be its September, and then for actually UK, it's May 27th, 2005. Will be
you Americans get special treatment.
Well, in Japan, of course, because it's a Japanese game, got it in March of 2004. So.
Well, yeah, but that's because they need motivation to make the games consoles that we can all buy.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, hold on.
So-
Let's get back to this article quickly.
Yeah.
Let's just quickly. We've
So,
had 5 minutes of discussion about a screw up with Mortal Kombat from Capcom.
Yeah, so let's read the article here and see where the screw up actually is in this paragraph. Mortal Kombat based on Capcom, or is it Monster?
up.
Or so Acclaim, or is it Monster Hunter based? We know it's Mortal Kombat because it's 25
it's
year.
Mortal Kombat.
It's because 25th year anniversary.
So the Capcom is the mistake.
Mistake. So it should be Acclaim.
Yeah, I think
Martial
what
arts
that is because Capcom done Monster Hunter.
Exactly. No, I
They
know.
don't want to specify another game studio.
They have to. What are you talking about? They can't put false information.
They have to, but they've just done a little typo. Oh,
they
we didn't
forget the
mention a
copy and
random-
paste. They forgot that they did a wrong
Yeah.
Copy and paste fail is what it Brutal Martial Arts arcade and gaming platform sensation celebrates its 25th anniversary in August. Came the first successful attempt at delivering a satisfying movie. Yeah, the first Mortal Kombat movie was probably the best first.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if it was. I mean, what did we have before that? We had Super Mario Brothers,
which is it. That's all we had. I don't
Was
think
Street Fighter before it or after it? I think Street Fighter was it after?
No.
I thought that was.
The
I mean, maybe the same year.
Maybe the same year. I liked the Street Fighter movie. That's a underrated. Let's see.
Really?
That's an underrated.
Really,
movie.
I've got to take you to task on that straight away. Zangief, they made the biggest sodding idiots in the planet.
I didn't say it was a good movie, did I?
You get paid.
I didn't say it was a good
DJ,
movie.
they turned into a 5'6" bloke.
It was
instead of a
94.
6 foot.
It was the year before. Because the game.
Oh, I was right. Street Fighter.
Well,
was before.
no, because the first movie.
No,
So
it
wait,
says
the
article
game
says first
celebrates.
successful.
But the game celebrates the 25th anniversary. No, the game was out before 95. The game was out like
No,
93,
the
right?
movie is
The movie's
celebrating
95. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. So yeah, so Street Fighter was first. Successful, yes. Street Fighter was definitely a bomb when it came to a movie, but it is a fun movie and it's silly and it's better than the Mario movie.
I've got to
at
be
least
honest.
give it that.
I actually own Street Fighter the movie.
Yeah, I mean and Kylie
No, I'm
Minogue
trying to complete. There was a list on YouTube I saw a few years ago.
of the worst movies.
10 worst computer game movies of all time, and I've been trying to collect all of them just to say I own them all.
What the hell happened? I lost it. Oh, there we go.
And yeah, I've got Street Fighter. I've got Mortal Kombat. I've got DOA. If we're just going on fighting titles. Oh, please, DOA. What's her name? Jamie Presley in a bikini, whatever her name is. That's worth the price of admittance.
Now,
Holly Valance fighting in the rain in a bikini on a sandy beach. That's worth it.
Oh my. Anyway.
Oh, yes, we've got one paragraph into this.
Two.
No, we haven't finished the second paragraph.
Okay, 1.5, and I got a dog up my butt who might have to go to the bathroom now. So
really?
Yeah, because she just had her pig. You already finished your damn pig's ear? She just looked at me like, yeah, it's so.
Of course she blooming well did. Oh, there's the English in me coming out. Of course she blooming well did.
Piper, do you have to go to the bathroom, dog? I think she does. So
as opposed to 10 minutes ago. Well,
yeah, seriously.
When you let her out.
Right? No, she didn't go out. She didn't go out then. That's the thing. They didn't go out. They didn't act like they didn't need to. So like whatever. So I'm gonna put this up, but you keep talking.
Okay, yes. Right, let's see. What have we got here in the article?
I don't have the article up now, so just talk random crap.
Yes. Okay, random things. All right. Going back to this top 10 worst video game movies of all time. You had in there Mortal Kombat. You had Street Fighter. I can't remember the whole list off the top of my head. You had Dead or Alive, DOA. You had House of the Dead, which I have seen, and oh my god, it's an Uwe Boll movie. if you have not seen it, it's so hilariously goddamn bad. It you just need to see it. You need to find it somewhere and just watch it on a basis of how do you make a zombie action movie this boring, cheesy, and unbelievably dumb. It really, really takes some doing. They also had in that list Alone in the Dark, which was a Christian Slater film, which I have to say I didn't actually hate. I thought that movie was actually all right. So maybe I'm just, biased or something. What else did I have? I think Far Cry was in it as well. Now, everybody who's not watching now, because we're a new channel and this is a test stream, but if anybody was actually watching, they go, "Oh, the Far Cry movie should be all right." No, because it was based on the original Far Cry that was released on the PC, which wasn't about cults or militia or any of that. The original Far Cry game was slightly open world on a island against genetic monsters. That was another one that was on this top 10 list. And I'm trying to remember the others that were on the list. I think Postal was on it as well. But anyway, yeah. So I'm on a mission to get the top 10 worst computer game movies of all time. Although the list's probably been updated since then.
That's a video for us right there. Rank those. We need to rank those in order. Get that list and we rank them our ranking. Not whatever ranking is on that list that you found, but our ranking of the worst.
Well, yeah, but there's been so many now.
Or is the best, because they're the 10.
Well, have you ever heard of a film called In the Name of the King?
Yes.
With Jason Statham.
Yes, it's an awful movie.
Huh?
Awful movie.
I liked it. It was like a poor man's Lord of the Rings.
There's a lot of those, though.
Yeah, but this was all right. With, what was it, Burt Reynolds, Ray Liotta, John Rhys Davis. I can't remember. God, what's his name? The guy from Scooby-Doo and Scream. Why am I blanking on his name now?
Oh, Matthew Lillard? Yeah, that's right. Matthew Lillard was in it. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. No, that was all right. But they did two more. That was another Uwe Boll movie, like Far Cry, Postal, House of the Dead. They did two more of them. The second, I believe, starred Dolph Lundgren. And the third starred, why can I not remember his name now? He was in Prison Break, and he was Dracula in the third Blade movie. Oh, you know the guy I mean.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what is that guy's name?
I can't remember now. You know the guy I mean, though.
Yes, I know who you're talking about.
He was in the third In the Name of the King movie. They did the first one, then the second one went from, all right, Statham is the farmer to Dolph is a special forces guy who gets teleported to a different realm, and he's in the fucking...
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, no, the first one had production value. The second one, okay. And the third one, okay.
Well then,
so there's more comic book, more computer game movies than you realize. Did you know there's two Doom movies?
Yes.
I've got both of them on DVD.
The first one I like. I don't know if I've seen the second one.
I think Doom Annihilation. I think it was only released this year or late last year.
2018. I thought actually.
So I'm talking about the DVD release.
Oh yeah. So probably last year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's the one
for a
with,
year old, I managed to pick it up 50p from my local CEX.
That's the one. Who's in that one? No one big, right?
No one big in the Annihilation. I mean, it's not bad actually. I have to be honest. It's not bad for a budget of about £3.75. It does actually look like about. I mean, I'm doing it a little disservice here for its quality, but it looks like you got some A-level film students who got into the set of a movie just before it struck and torn down, and managed to borrow the camera for a few hours and managed to do a half decent job of it. If that makes sense. It's like they sneaked onto a set of a bigger production and went, yeah, we'll use this quickly. We'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do this. Guerrilla filming in the middle of the night. They broke into a studio and used proper sets.
Oh, I'm watching the stream now. Let's see.
Nope, I haven't looked at that.
Oh, here. Yeah, go look at that, and then mod me.
Okay. How do I mod you?
Should be able to click on my name, or hold down Alt.
No, don't want to do that. Alt. Oh, timeout, bin, or something else.
No. Maybe I have to do a comment.
Well, you did do a comment. It says test.
Yeah, I'm saying after the fact in the video. No, because you should be able to just... Maybe you have to go to like a... Maybe there's like a stream manager or something like that.
Sorry, everybody who's not watching.
Yeah, that's like... We don't have any... It's me watching, so...
I know it is. I know it is. So if I... Yeah, because if I go Alt, if I press Alt and go over your name, I've got a bin, an hourglass, and a circle with a line through it.
Yeah, no. Those are mod tools. You need to like go into... Click on the...
Why couldn't they use the same layout?
You want me to? Yeah. You want me to Google it?
Yeah, go
on. Me.
So we say one watching because it doesn't count me because I'm logged into our channel.
Exactly.
Hi, by the way, everybody who watches this in 10 years' time.
Yeah, seriously. This will be eventually released.
Boy, 2020, what a year we've had so far.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. And it's only August. We got 4 months left of this.
Exactly. You never know. By the end of 2020, we might have a subscriber. Only if Steph's awake.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, okay. So do /mod
in the chat.
In the chat, and then copy and paste my name as the thing. Piper, stop. Oh, did that work? That sounds like an...
I don't know. Let's find out.
Oh my. Relax.
/mod Chris Darth Pyrin Walker.
Nope, that didn't work. Test.
Or is it space?
No. You copy and pasted it, right?
No, but I mean space between mod and your name.
Yeah, there's a space there. No, that's not working, obviously.
But we've got 2 thumbs up.
Now we have 3. Wait, how'd you do 2?
Because I did a thumbs up. You've done somebody else has done a thumbs up.
Yeah, who else has done a thumbs up? Did Steph jump on and do a thumbs up?
I didn't see anybody jumping on, but I did a thumbs up. I assumed you did a thumbs up.
No, I just...
Oh, what, have you just done a thumbs up?
I did, so now there's 3.
Oh, bet that was bloody Steph.
It's probably Steph. As we're trying to figure out how to add someone, how to make someone a mod. Here we go.
As you can see in the chat,
we don't know.
You said /mod. I'm assuming you meant /
Right. Yeah, no. That didn't. Hold on. Oh, should be a flag next to my username. Next to the message.
No, I'm not seeing. Hold on. Report, remove. There you go. No, there's the
Three
little
dots. The three dots.
three dots,
Okay.
and you click on that and it goes add moderator.
There we go. Hey.
You're now a moderator.
Yes. Test. Hey. All right. So now we
I've just removed those two messages.
Yeah. Right. I mean, who cares? Whatever.
Oh, I don't care, but we've got 3 likes, so somebody's obviously come along.
It's probably Steph. Anyway.
Yeah, I know it was probably Steph, but come on.
Now that we've figured that out.
In 10 years' time, we could put it down to Andy or something,
Oh,
We'll just name drop it. We'll edit this and we'll just name drop somebody in there who's been helpful.
I forgot that it's... Oh, wait, let me go to the... Oh, wait, no, what? I don't want to go to the...
Yes, you've got a wrench.
No, I forgot that, the chat.
But you got 27 other other YouTube accounts you can log into to give us views and likes.
Well, that too. That too. Actually, that's a great idea. Here, take that link that you put in the Zoom chat. Amber texted me.
And anybody who watches this in future, this is why it's called Tangents. We're God knows how far into the stream now, over half an hour. We've got through 1.5 hours.
Piper! Dude, I'm here. Not going
Yes,
any.
31 minutes ago we started this stream.
Sitting right here. Hey, at least we got the intro video in. We're going on tangents. That's the point of this.
Yeah, and by the way, Steph, sick intro.
Yeah, that intro, Steph, it worked great. It worked perfectly.
Massive props to you, Steph. If you ever bother to watch this. Really, Piper?
Yeah, she is going on.
What is...
I don't know what her
Yes,
problem...
by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this is also something I have had to put up with when me and Chris have been on Zoom calls before, or even when Chris is live on other amazing channels like Popcorn Planet.
Yeah.
Or the Grey Council with Lunga.
Yeah, I've got
You can always hear dogs, parakeets.
No, not a parakeet. A African gray parrot.
Sorry, an African grey parrot. It's a fancy parakeet.
Oh my gosh, Piper.
And the really annoying thing is, everybody who's not watching, you get a cute animal on screen, it's always a winner with the audience.
Yeah. Hey,
But when they're just in the mic.
Yeah, seriously, Piper, lay down, please. No. All right. Well, we're gonna go check on what she needs. So we're gonna take another break here, but Kev's gonna.
Oh, I've got to fill again.
Yes.
Okay. Well, since we're talking about computer game movies, sort of randomly with our weird tangents, I'm going to mention my favorite computer game movie of all time. And it's not actually In the Name of the King. It's actually Doom with Carl Urban and The Rock. The reason I like this film so much is they actually build up the tension. Is it faithful to the game? No. But you've had games that are films that are faithful to games, and they don't tend to work that well. In fact, to be honest with you, the ones that stay faithful to the game tend to suck, in my personal opinion. I mean, Warcraft was okay. Final Fantasy, I will say the Spirits Within movie did not stay faithful to the game at all. They just kind of randomly brought in the whole theory of Gaia, the spirit world energy, and took it in a completely different direction. They were trying to do something. I mean, I give them props for trying to do something new and untried. They were one of the first mocap full. They were the first, one of, if not the first, fully animated mocap movies, and it looks good. It still looks good to this day, but it was not Final Fantasy the movie. They basically used the Final Fantasy name tag to try and pull people in. Now, if you want a good Final Fantasy movie, you should watch either Final Fantasy Advent Children or Final Fantasy King's Glaive. Both of those, again, full CGI movies, absolutely awesome. I mean, Advent Children, damn, it was. I've got it. I've watched that movie so many times, especially the last half hour where you've got all the characters that you knew and loved in Final Fantasy VII come back, and you have this massive. That is great, but that's not my favorite. Like I said, Doom is my favorite because it took the source material and it did a Hollywood job on it. I have no problem with Hollywood changing things for a movie if it makes no sense in a movie. Same thing with, I read a lot of books. I read a fuck ton of books, to be honest with you. I own over 1,000. And they make a movie adaptation of one of a, if they stick as true, faithful as they can to the source material. I understand things do not translate from book to screen. Always annoys me when people go on about how, oh yeah, but they missed this bit out of the book. You know, they ignored this bit, they cut out this character. If it makes no sense in the narrative of a movie, then that's fine. I have no problem with that. It's when they just take the name, like they did with Final Fantasy Spirits Within, they just take the name and then do a completely different story. Recent one, for example, The Gunslinger. I've got all of the Dark Tower series. That movie, The Gunslinger, with, was it Idris Elba and McConaughey? I don't know where the hell they come up with that idea from. It was, yeah, that was horrendous to me. That was truly, truly not a good movie. And funny enough, everybody else who watched it realized as well. So, yay! Which is a shame because that could have been such a great movie series. That could have been a movie series to, yeah, rival any, not even horror, because it's, I mean, yes, Stephen King's the master of horror, but it wasn't, it annoyed the hell out of me. But so I have no problem with them changing the narrative of a story, which is why probably Doom is my favorite computer game conversion. Simply because they changed what they did and kept it as true as they could to the core material. And what do you think about that, Chris?
I mean, are you talking about the new one or the original one?
The original Doom with Carl Urban.
Carl Urban and The Rock?
Yeah.
I liked it. I thought it stayed,
they kept it as true to it as they could.
With a movie, yes. I'd say...
Yeah, because I just went off on a tangent about I have the same problem with books being converted to movies. Now, because I read a shitload of books as well.
Despite Super Mario Brothers being the worst...
Oh, movie, God, yeah.
Assassin's Creed is fairly close.
I own that, I have to admit.
I fell asleep watching that. That's how bad that was, and I love Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. I mean, I fell asleep playing the later Assassin's Creed games because it's like I've done it before.
Mm-hmm.
Done this before. So, but no, the Assassin's Creed movie wasn't the worst. Hitman, I thought was, yeah.
What, Prince of Persia was the Oliphant one?
Yeah,
I love that movie. And Prince of
I
Persia
prefer-
was okay, but I mean, it was whitewashed.
Well, Persia.
Yeah.
I found Persia boring, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was because I saw the Scorpion King first. Persia just felt like it. I mean, because both the Scorpion King with The Rock and Prince of Persia, to me, they felt more like TV specials than movies.
Because of the CGI.
Yeah, and the general feel of the sets and the locations and stuff.
Prince of Persia, really?
Yeah, it felt more like a made-for-TV movie than an actual Hollywood movie. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So... By the way, alcohol's bad, kids.
Don't talk about that stuff.
Oh, no. Damn it. My name's not Captain Strongbow.
It's Captain Strong Bow. It's not Captain Strongbow. It's Captain Strong Bow. Space. We'll eventually have that on screen. We're, first stream on YouTube and all, and so.
Yeah, we're trying this all out. So this is basically me and Chris were waffling on a chat, and we just went, screw it, let's just record it and see how it goes.
Yeah. So back to our second paragraph.
Oh yes, the second paragraph. Yes.
That's why
it's 42 minutes in. We're doing well to get halfway through the second paragraph.
That's why we named the podcast Tangents.
Yes.
Because we start with one topic and
we don't know where the hell we're going to end up in 5 minutes time.
No idea. 5 minutes, 30 seconds. It's going to change.
Right, so anyway, where were we?
We were at okay, they're talking about
Mortal Kombat based on
Mortal Kombat.
Capcom's brutal martial arts. Right, no, it wasn't.
Blah,
it was
blah,
acclaimed. Celebrates 25th anniversary in August.
Yep.
It became the first successful attempt at a satisfying Hollywood adaptation, and eventually collected 122 million worldwide off a 21 million budget. Not a bad return, to be honest with you. Likewise, the Resident Evil movie saga is hailed as the highest grossing video game franchise of all time, with a cumulative box office haul of over 1.2 billion. I have a problem with that statement. I have a problem with that statement right now. It says the Resident Evil movie saga is hailed as the highest grossing video game franchise of all time.
There's like 8 of them.
Nope, that's not my problem.
What's your problem?
Name 4 other video game titles which have had continuations. You've had Doom, as we discussed probably half an hour ago now. Doom Annihilation.
That was a reboot, though, wasn't it?
No, technically it wasn't a reboot. It was supposed to be happening at the same time. It was a bit weird. It's like they were on a spaceship heading there at the same time as the things in Doom happened, so they kind of got there afterwards, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
And it was just the zombies left on the space station, on Phobos. Phoebus, whatever.
Yes, Phobos.
So, apart from that, you've had In the Name of the King with the 2 really bad spin-offs.
Mortal Kombat,
which Annihilation was bad enough. We won't even go into the 3rd and 4th and I think 5th one and the TV series.
The reboot, though, that's coming out is supposed to be in James Wan, right?
Well, apparently Mishima, I've never seen it, but Mishima did a Mortal Kombat. Machinima did a web series on that, Mortal Kombat web series a few years back. Never saw it.
Saw a few episodes of it on YouTube. Yeah, it was actually really good.
I saw the trailer and I was like, that could be good, and then I forgot about it.
It's actually pretty good. But then the new one that's coming out, there was an article about that, tangent here on a different article, about how one of the actors was getting sick from watching the CGI fatalities. Like they were that gruesome. They're done really well.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'm really excited for that. That's exactly, you said cool. That's exactly what I said. I'm like, oh, cool. Like the fact that someone is feeling sick.
You sure you weren't reading an article about the working conditions?
No, I wasn't.
No,
I wasn't. No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
No. I'm not on about the movie. I'm on about because there has been reports come out in the last 6 months about the studio that develops the Mortal Kombat games forcing people to watch real life executions and hangings and dismemberments and
Oh,
stuff
no,
like that
nothing like that.
to make the fatalities that well. Then they've been getting really sick and having mental breakdowns.
Nothing like that.
Right.
It's from the action of the CGI of the movie, like watching post,
Right. Okay.
watching
okay,
it in
cool.
post.
Cool.
But what's interesting about that tangent, what you just brought up, is that studio is for sale. That game studio, and Microsoft might buy them, which would be very interesting, and add them to the coalition, which is that group of like 13, maybe 15 now, because they keep adding more studios that they've bought up, including Obsidian Games, which just released Grounded. That game Grounded, which is breaking records apparently. People going and wanting to be like Honey I Shrunk the Kids and destroying ants and stuff like fighting. Making they've had contests of who can make the smallest computer, like the best mini computer with like microchips. Apparently you build computers and stuff and find pieces for computers and build craziness. Anyway, so yeah, that would be interesting if because that underneath Warner Brother Games, there's also Rocksteady Games, which did the Batman games, the Arkham Knight games, the Arkham series, and so if Microsoft got their hands on those, imagine all like, just like how Sony.
No. Warner Brothers released the Arkhams, and they couldn't even be bothered to fix the third one or the fourth one, so they're too busy working on DLC.
Well, but what I'm saying is imagine
Warner Brothers.
we just had Sony drop the news that Spider-Man's going to be an exclusive character for the Avengers game on PlayStation only.
Well, that's because it's Sony.
Let me finish, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting to a point.
Jesus.
If Warner Brothers
Just remember your place, servant. I am British. We are the master race.
You know what? We beat you, so booyah. Hey, and look, I said it. I can say booyah.
We couldn't be asked.
Yeah, what, to say booyah?
We had to get home
What
for
are you,
tiffin.
What are you, Yay Fisher?
We had to get home for tiffin.
Yay Fisher?
Yay Fisher.
Yay Fisher. Yay Fisher.
Anybody who's not watching who doesn't get that, go on Popcorn
in 10
Planet.
years, in 10 years when you're, but no,
go to the back catalog.
Look, stop. Microsoft gets Warner Brothers Game Studios. They'll own Rocksteady Games. We get all kinds of exclusives on Xbox and PC of like characters that are like DC characters now. So we get DC games, Injustice, Mortal Kombat,
Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You didn't think of that, did you?
I did not. Shadow of Mordor series.
Yeah, man.
And they could get. Although Amazon, I'm excited for Amazon's MMO, new Lord of the Rings MMO, because I'm excited to see what Amazon Studios can do. Because they're doing the show as well, so it'll be interesting to see. But anyway, you're right.
I've heard that's going to be. Oh, that's another copy.
That's another
tangent for another tangent.
Yes, exactly. But that would be interesting. Like,
T.
There's a DC Justice League game, instead of an Avengers game, and only Xbox gets some crazy popular character that PlayStation doesn't get, and it's only on PC and Xbox. That'd be interesting. Anyway, so that's interesting about Warner Brothers Studios. So let's backtrack back to where you were going with the
franchise.
franchises.
Franchise of
so
all time.
after Mortal Kombat, I can't think of any other ones. Street Fighter had two movies. They had that one a couple years ago, which actually
the Chun-Li one.
Yeah,
which
the
is
Chun-Li movie,
one of the
which
worst
is terrible.
movies of all time.
Terrible
I haven't
movie.
even seen that yet.
I have. It was terrible.
I haven't even seen that.
There's
you had they did two Alone in the Darks.
Silent Hill.
Yep, you had Silent Hill, which was a good movie. Right. Well, I mean, Hitman. It was a reboot with Agent 47, so that's not a franchise. That's
Sonic,
a reboot.
That's
not a franchise.
Oh, you're right. They're already. They've already.
I know they're talking about second.
I think they've already ordered it, haven't they? Are they writing it?
I think they've greenlit it.
Yeah.
But let's face it, in this current climate,
true.
Bud Light,
Yeah.
Apart from that, what did you have? I mean, you had the 2 Tomb Raiders and then the reboot. Like I said, you had the really, really low budget in the Name of the Kings. That was it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
So Resident Evil is the only franchise that's actually had more than
They're doing
2 movies that actually directly connect.
They're
'Cause a
doing
franchise to
Mario
me is
animated.
No, a franchise to me, a movie franchise to me is a franchise has the same character, at least this one character in it.
In every
Otherwise,
movie.
it's yeah. Otherwise, it's a reboot or a rehash.
Yeah. So.
I mean,
yeah.
people could argue
that you're saying is it's
yeah,
redundant.
it's a bit misleading.
It's redundant,
Yes.
is what
Yeah,
it is.
it's redundant.
It's very redundant because there's nothing to compare it to.
Yeah, no other game franchise has had 7 freaking movies, and we're not counting. For anybody who's watching, we're not counting manga spin-offs.
Yeah, all that
dozen
animated
Street
and
Fight-
anime
yeah,
stuff. Yeah,
We're talking sort of like Hollywood,
Big
live
budget.
action, franchises.
Yeah.
Resident Evil's the only one, really. Mortal Kombat, the second one was straight to DVD. The third
Annihilation?
one was yeah, I believe that was straight to DVD.
I thought Annihilation went to theaters.
If it did, it was about 7.
7 days?
No, 7 theaters worldwide. It was like 1 in each continent, sort of thing.
Hold on, let's see here. Mortal Kombat Annihilation 97. While that's loading up, let's move on to the next paragraph.
Right, yes. Oh, yes. Paragraph 3. We're only an hour in.
Yes.
All right.
So, now Anderson is bringing the exotic world of Capcom's global gaming blockbuster Monster World. So yeah, they
got the right studio.
They
this
got
time.
the right studio this time. Game studio in the theaters next spring. So I think it was originally slated for
Labor Day. I think they say later in the article.
So,
which I have no idea when that is because
that's first weekend. It's the first weekend in September. The first Monday in September is American Labor Day.
All right, okay.
I don't know when British.
That's when we showed you what real work is. We'll celebrate this.
Yeah. So in this again, we talked about starring Mila Jovovich, Tony Jaa, and Ron Perlman. So Hellboy himself.
Which is kind of ironic because he wasn't in the third Hellboy and she was.
Oh, you're right. That is funny. Huh.
How's that for a bit of irony?
Look at that. That is ironic.
And who directed the third Hellboy?
Was it Paul? It was. It was Paul W.S. Anderson, wasn't it?
I'm not 100%.
I think it was. Hold on.
Well, I can fact check this quicker than
fact check it for me. Yeah,
let me get the DVD.
My computer's running a lot of stuff right now, so it's having some issues of loading websites.
God, my eyes are having some issues. No, it wasn't directed by.
Oh.
I'm seeing if you've got a produce. I'm looking at the back of the DVD.
I could, yeah. Oh, well, no, that's not helpful. Yeah, you're looking at tiny print. Oh my gosh.
Yes, after several beverages of my choice.
Yeah, like that's not a good idea.
No, Neil Marshall, I think it was directed by.
I'm checking right now for all 0 viewers.
Yes, well, we got to make sure we're legit.
Yeah. Always check your facts.
Mm-hmm.
Well then, why is my computer having so many issues?
I don't know, but you haven't updated the screen at all on the
what
screen.
Yes, I have.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you have.
I was like, what?
So no, the article I've got pulled up looks different to the one you got pulled up.
It's the same article.
I don't know. It looks different in my. But anyway, why is yours going so slow?
No, it's my internet because I'm streaming and zooming and so it's using a lot of bandwidth. But I was trying to see here. Yeah, no.
Yeah, Neil Marshall directed.
Yep, Neil Marshall, written by Andrew Cos. But we're trying to see if he has any. He had a production credit. Where is the
full cast and crew, writing credits, directed by writing cast, produced by. No, he didn't produce it.
So they just wanted her as.
That's shocking because she generally does every movie he makes.
They just wanted her as Nimue. Oh.
Yeah.
Nimue. Anyway, so.
But yes, but how is that for irony? Ron Perlman's in the Monster Hunter movie. She just got killed by the new Hellboy.
Yep.
And helped kill off the Hellboy franchise.
David Harbour.
Yep.
Who, if
and she's across the screen from the old Hellboy.
Yep. So,
life's little ironies.
Yeah. An elite special. Okay, so the sci-fi fantasy property chronicles an elite special forces unit zapped through a portal to a bizarre magical universe where ginormous hungry creatures rule. So, I don't. That's not.
Is that like the all-you-can-eat buffet?
But that's not the game.
My local.
That's not the first game's story, is it?
Not that I recall.
I thought Monster Hunter was just the person was just always a part of that world already, and you were just a monster hunter.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say there is something I really like later on in the article, which we might get to by the 4-hour mark.
So let's see here. So yeah, Anderson recently spoke to Sci-Fi Wire for an updated status about the highly anticipated project, which has been pushed to 2021.
I'm not sure it was highly anticipated
for gamers, and for sci-fi fans. Filming in rarely seen African locations, falling in love with Monster Hunter's wild designs, providing some necessary escapism for the entire world, and bring to life the beloved sci-fi survival game's menacing menagerie of giant monsters. And there she is.
And the artwork looks good.
It does.
Scroll down a bit so people can see it on the stream. Look at that. A little bit more. Little bit more. Scroll down a little bit more. Look at that. Now, not being funny, if that does not give you flashbacks to, for example, Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah. Cloud Sword, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
skinny little person holding this massive thing going, bitch. You know, and I don't mean bitches in male or female. I mean, it's just like the generalized term of bitch, you ain't lifting that thing. Never mind attacking with it.
So, according to Anderson, he told Sci-Fi Wire that the movie is 100% finished and that it was slated for Labor Day weekend, which first weekend in September.
You said?
Yep, September. But now it's pushed back for now. I always like to say right now, for now.
Yeah. Well, not being funny, the way things are going at the moment. Hey, by the way, when you're watching this in 10 years' time, God, 2020. Can you believe what we had to put up with that
year? And who knows, if you watch this in 10 years, you may have been like, wait a minute, the Monster Hunter movie came out in 2023.
Yeah.
So, who knows? We're not, but for now, it is slated for April 23rd, 2021. So that's a good weekend for some people. Because a couple of days earlier, there's a fun holiday. Earth Day, folks. Earth Day.
Oh, Earth Day. Yes, right. That was the one I was thinking of.
Earth Day. And he says, and I wonder if he said this about every movie he's directed with his wife in it.
Well,
for me, it's my favorite movie I've ever made. It is a rather unique look to it. Wait, didn't Resident Evil have a unique look to it when you made that?
Yes, and sorry,
and Mortal Kombat as well.
Yeah, had a unique look to it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yeah, and
And
Mila Jovovich generally looks
unique.
badass
Yeah.
and mucky, but at the
Oh,
same time,
but here's an interesting. This is a quote from Anderson.
go on.
Is this what you were talking about? One of the
Uh, I-
things I fell in love with when I first played the game, and I'm an avid follower of the game and optioned the game from Capcom 10 years ago. I was playing it when it was relatively unknown in the West, and no one else was really aware of it. Was not only all the creatures, but also the environments they lived in.
See, graphically,
That-
sorry, grammar,
Yeah, that's awful
improper
grammar.
grammar, awful grammar there.
I
Says
don't.
a man who couldn't even
I
speak the
think it's
sentence.
typo. I think it's typos because there's
Yeah,
no way that he spoke
yeah,
like that.
yeah, and no one else was really aware of it. It was not only all
Yeah,
the, yeah,
yeah. They really did a great job of creating this
oh,
world,
yeah,
this environment, this world habitat that they lived in. And I mean, look at that artwork. I mean,
yeah.
that's from Monster Hunter World, the most recent game.
Well, yeah, pimp the new one, not the old one,
Of
which
course.
nobody can buy anymore.
Yeah. To bring the fantastical landscapes to life, Anderson was set on not shooting in a studio against a green screen. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, they went to lush jungles in Africa. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say, yeah, green screens can make things look better, but they always look fake. And also, the thing people don't realize is the amount that the CGI costs. Right? People go, "Oh my god, how? Why did you fly, a crew out to the middle of Africa to film all these different locations when you could have CGI'd it?" Well, if you can find a location as this article's on about Africa, where you've got different environments close by, say within 2 hours of travel, excuse me, flying out a crew, equipment, and setting up a base, and then transportation works out cheaper than doing everything in a soundstage, green screening it, and then paying for all the CGI. Not only does it look better than CGI, no matter how good CGI is, you know it's CGI, but also CGI is expensive. People don't realize how much CGI can add to a project.
Well, because what people don't understand is the processing power you need for CGI.
Oh,
it's insane. You need.
There's a reason why SFX workers, one of the types of people you would have thought in this current setting, as we are in 2020, would be able to work from home. Oh, you've got a laptop, you can do your renderings and stuff like that.
No, not on that kind of laptop.
No. There's a reason why, if you want a proper desktop computer that could possibly handle it and not, melt, you're looking at 25 to 30 grand. And that's a minimum requirement just to do little bits. The processing, the power that you need is ridiculous. It's amazing. So, you can buy entire server farms for less.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is GPU. GPUs are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why building your own PC could be very expensive. But
yep. So it works out financially cheaper a lot of times, especially when, hold on, what did they say the budget? They said the budget for this somewhere, didn't they?
They did, I believe.
60 million.
Yes.
So if you were to green screen it and CGI all the backgrounds to whatever you wanted, you can double that. Pretty much.
So it'd be.
It'd probably be if it was all CGI'd, you'd probably be topping 100.
And it'd probably end up then being a bust of a movie. Because it won't make that much. But it's 60 million, it may make 80 million, and so that's that. Even if it breaks even,
that would still be a bust because after marketing costs.
Well, yeah, okay.
The general rule of thumb for a movie is you take the budget, you sort of double it
for marketing
and advertising and all the rest of it, and then. But it's slightly different with computer game movies because people already know the IP, so you don't technically have to market as much.
But remember,
because you've got the people who like the games who are going to go see it, so you just do some TV spots and all the rest of it, as opposed to.
But a lot of those people are very reclusive and don't go to movies. You know, but a lot do. But to make up for.
But also the word of mouth from the geeks to from the gamers to their friends who are not
well,
gamers.
And that's if it is that good of a movie. If it's a terrible
I'm on about
movie,
just on about. Oh my god, I'm a hardcore gamer who hardly ever leaves the house, but I love this game. Oh, by the way, Cousin Brian, have you heard they've done this? I don't know. I'm just making it up. I'm just paraphrasing, but yeah, Cousin Brian. Guess what? They've done. That game I keep telling you to play. They've done a movie of it. I can't wait for it to come out. And he gets excited and he'll tell his friends, oh, they've done this thing. So word of mouth has a lot more to do with it because it's an existing IP that people know and recognize. Maybe not specifically because they played the game, but because they've heard people see it, talk about it, or they've seen somebody stream it on YouTube,
But again, that's still a very small percentage. You're trying to draw in that average Joe as well, and that's where the big marketing costs come from, and that's where a lot of movies fail. That's where a lot of movies like this fail because they don't market it properly to the right people, because they only market it to those people.
Well, here you go. What do you reckon the chances? What do you reckon the chances of them putting an advert up in that dodgy drive-in theater thing they got in Fortnite at the moment? You see that?
Well, yeah, they've always had the drive-ins always been there.
Yeah, well, I'm on about, but because they did the Nolan screening.
They've been doing it but they've been doing that for like 2 years. They've been.
I don't play Fortnite.
Well, that's you haven't been paying attention since the Bud Light started. You've been paying attention more to this kind of stuff. When the Bud Light was going on, wasn't going on, I mean, you didn't give a rat's butt about this kind of stuff.
What, movies coming out?
No, about things in Fortnite, and you wouldn't have paid attention to that kind of stuff. But now you do because you're sitting in a Discord. Excuse me.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why I have no pets or children.
Anyway, I just had to give her a stern, get your butt over there. And she went laid down.
Where were we?
We were at, before we were...
Lambasting me for not paying enough attention before the lockdown.
No. What I'm saying is, don't pay attention to that. No. I mean, no. The point is that they're marketing it. They're going to market it to the people who already know about it. Those people that you just talked about, that you just spoke about, that are like, oh, yeah, the nerds, the geeks, the people that already know the IP. That's where they're going to market it when they need to market it to
the normies.
Joe, yes, the average Joe in middle America, or the guy.
It's all about America with you, isn't it?
I was just going to say,
middle America,
or the guy in the country who's in England whose movie theater is 30 minutes away, and he doesn't know what movie to see, so they need to market it to him to let them know, hey, this is a really cool movie you should come see, and this is going to be worth your time. Okay,
do you know what the best movie I ever saw at the cinema was? Well, subjectively, it's not the best movie ever, but the movie I had the most fun with in the cinema ever was.
Okay.
I can't remember whether I told you this or not. I was, at the time, running a chain of 3 video stores. Okay?
Interesting.
Right, so this was in the late 90s.
Is she on screen? Let me see.
I used to obviously just have the radio playing and all the rest of it. And as far as I was concerned, I'd just pay attention to what was coming out on VHS back in the... People who don't know what VHS is, ask your grandparents.
People are going to...
And it was when DVDs started to come out. I heard one radio advert.
Just say late 90s.
Late 90s. I heard one radio advert for this. And me and a buddy of mine, Leon, we were kind of like, Saturday night, can't be asked to go out and can't be asked to go out on a piss because we'd done it the night before and we were hanging a bit. I was like, well, let's just go to the cinema and watch something. Let's just go to the movies and cinema and watch something. What should we watch? And I'd heard one radio advert. Me and him bought the tickets, went in the cinema, we sat down. It was Blade 1.
Okay.
All I'd heard about, he'd never heard of it. All I'd heard was one radio advert, and all I'd gleaned from the radio advert was it was Wesley Snipes, and he was, he was doing all right at the time with things like Demolition Man and whatever.
Yeah.
And I gleaned it was something to do with vampires. No visuals, no teaser trailers on Tinternet, because there was no Tinternet at the time.
By the way, we're an hour and 10 minutes and we have
tangents. We haven't even finished the article yet.
It's beautiful.
Yes, this is tangents.
Beautiful. That's the point.
But yeah, this is the whole point. I had not had any expectations because of seeing trailers where they give away the freaking endings half the trailers do.
Yeah, okay.
For any of this.
I'm going to stop you.
It was literally one radio advert, went in there, boom.
I'm going to stop you right there, though.
Zero
fast forward 20, 30 years where things are very different. Forget how to market to you. You're an anomaly. You don't even have
incredibly good looking.
You
incredibly
don't. No,
with
that's
technology.
not the anomaly we're talking about. Because
it's just a fact.
No, those aren't facts either. If that were the case, you would have a webcam by now.
I did get a webcam once. It tried to hump my leg all night.
Wrong kind of webcam.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But
I've been told to start an OnlyFans account as well.
Great, yeah. What is it, just gonna be your South Park picture, just sitting there, and you're just gonna talk like this? Great. You'll have 0 members by a million years from now. Long after you're gone, you still have no members.
I love you too, Chris.
That's okay. I wouldn't have any members on OnlyFans either. I didn't even know about OnlyFans until we did that stream months ago. But
he's lost his train of thought now.
I have.
Yes.
But no, the marketing, you have to understand that marketing in 2020 is very different than marketing in 1997. Very different.
Yeah, I know, but I was just trying to emphasize.
I know
you.
Oh no,
less is more.
No,
less is more.
No, not these days. These days, society is built around visual stimulation. If you don't, because there is so much other stuff that is being put out there to visually stimulate us, if you don't try and weasel your way into it, this is learning it from years and years of marketing classes, that if you don't weasel your way into the market, you're going to be invisible, because the market is so oversaturated with buy this, do this, sign up for this, come here, watch this, play this.
Hold on, I can refute this argument pretty well right now. Computer games, right?
Okay.
Right now.
I'm not talking about computer games.
No, but I'm on about the advertising side of it.
Yeah.
You're saying you've got Ghost of Tsushima.
That has a lot of marketing in the United States.
No, that was a lot of word of mouth. They did fuck all marketing.
No, in the United States they did.
Not around here, they ain't, mate.
Well, dude, again,
it's been sold out in the UK.
Yes, of course. Video games again are also. You don't have new consoles. You turn on a console, or you go onto a Twitch stream of a gamer. That's where the marketing for that is. That's what I'm saying. It's very different. Forget mainstream TV, radio, that billboards. Dude, it's 2020. You remember that
I liked life back then. It was a lot simpler.
Life was a lot. Yes. It was a lot simpler back then. It's just so like there's SEO, search engine optimization, and keywords and hashtags and placement, social media, podcasts, and there's so much. It's not just TV, radio, print like it used to be. It's not and word of mouth. There aren't 4 outlets now. Now there's 400 outlets so that you have to get your marketing out on, and so you have to. You can't. Less is not more these days, because otherwise, you're gonna get lost in the shuffle.
I could nail it.
Why do you think there's that? You think of it like a YouTube algorithm. You know, like it's complicated now. Like, we didn't need an algorithm back then to figure out how people were gonna see things, because there were only 4 ways for people to
yeah, but YouTube algorithm, that means if you mention the word Trump, you will immediately get blocked. Oh,
well,
shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, yes,
yes.
So you have to market us. That's what I'm saying. So you have to market your videos a certain way. You have to present yourself a certain way as to not be able to get your marketing through on. That's what I'm saying. That's just one example of the complicated stuff you have to deal with for marketing. Like these days, because where do a lot of people watch trailers? YouTube. So obviously you got to make sure that your trailer that you put out there doesn't get to violate YouTube somehow, or violate Twitter or Facebook, there was a
is Facebook still a thing?
Of course Facebook's still a thing. MySpace is the one that's gone.
Oh right, yeah.
But
that was the one I almost joined.
Yeah, but oh boy. And we've got a lot of work to do for this one. He's got a computer from 2001,
2002, roughly.
I was actually probably gonna jump back further, but I decided not to exaggerate.
No, it's Windows 7, mate.
Yeah. Look, I can get Windows 7
and it's
to run
still
on
working.
A Celeron.
I'm talking to you now live on YouTube, and it's working.
I can get Windows 7 to run on a Celeron processor. It could be from 1999.
I'm just pointing out my computer is still working. I'm talking.
Well, you've upgraded it. You've also upgraded it. First of all, you bought it. It was when you bought it. It was top of the line, and then you've upgraded.
No, it's custom built, mate. I've custom built it.
And that's top of the line. That makes it top.
Yeah. I future-proofed it.
Yes, exactly. So
£1,200 I spent.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is you spent the money, and then you've also upgraded the GPU. So that's we've had this conversation. It extends just that GPU alone extends the life, because you already had the processor. But
now it is. Yes, everybody who's not watching, it is coming to the end of its era.
Yes. Yeah,
I will be keeping this and
use it as a server.
No, not even a server. Just so I can sort of because I'm going to get a dual screen jobby.
Yeah.
But just have this as a separate window so I can have something else running as well on that computer, be it...
Oh, like I was doing?
Yeah, like a full screen chat or...
Yeah. So you can
something like that, so I can...
Yeah.
I'll keep it going, something like that, so I can just use it to... Plus also, some of the games I've got on it ain't going to play on the new computers because they haven't patched them and...
There's only one game we found that can't run on the newer computers. That
can run on mine. Hogs of War.
Hogs of War was the only game.
Oh yeah, baby. 3D pigs version of Worms, voiced by Rick Mail.
Wait, what?
Well, you can probably get an emulator for it.
Wait, what?
Hogs of War.
It was on PS.
Yeah, I had it on PS1.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I think I've already gotten the emulator for it, honestly.
But I'm on about a legit copy.
All right, you're on.
Go on Steam and buy it.
Go on. Shh. We have our ways.
Sorry, I wasn't implying that you sail the high seas or do anything dodgy like that.
Arr, matey.
You know, and you definitely ain't got a peg leg. They call you tripod for a reason. Hey ho!
That's near the end, peoples. Get it? Get it why I said it like that?
Yeah, that's near the end peepholes.
No, peoples. No, instead of that's all folks. Didn't want to get. Damn it! I said it. We're demonetized. Oh wait, we never.
Oh,
were
hold
monetized.
on.
We never were monetized.
No, we have a total of how many subs? None.
Wait, didn't I subscribe?
I don't know. Did you?
No, I didn't. I did.
No,
now.
you didn't.
I did now. I'm a mod. I'm a mod that wasn't subscribed. Hold on, ring that bell. I better ring that bell.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't need notifications on for my own channel.
No, I was going to say, come on, that's
No.
a bit fucking grandiose,
Yeah,
mate.
wow.
That's a bit fucking self-serving. I'm just fapping to me own fucking subscription to me own in YouTube channel.
So let's get back to this article. That
Oh God, yeah, I forgot we were talking about Monster Hunter, weren't we? Oh God. Right. Where were we? All right. We shot most of the movie in Africa. We got lush jungles. We got deserts that reflect the wind spear waste from the game, and beautiful, stunning locations, some of which have never been shot before. And there's a reason for that, because they were just in the middle of nowhere. In other words, I guarantee the entire production crew were pissing and moaning the whole time.
Wait, what paragraph are we on?
Probably number 4.
Wait. Oh yeah, the you reading the part about going on the location and all
yeah, I
that
felt
stuff,
it was
right?
really important to get out on location shoot if we wanted to do justice as we did. You know, because it was
They
just
shot the movie
underneath.
in Africa in the jungles, got deserts.
Yep.
So that means the desert. They probably went to the either the Sahara or the Kalahari, or the South African.
My guess would be South African, to be honest with you.
You think so?
Yeah.
Where did they? What was that? Do you remember a movie from the 90s? There's a Disney movie about those kids that had to go across the Kalahari Desert.
Mm.
Oh man.
No, that was one of those kids. I know it was a kiddie one, but
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
that was one of those straight to VHS ones.
No, it was a theater movie.
Was
I'm
it?
pretty sure, yes. Yeah. Yeah, let me see here. I think it was Kirsten Dunst, I think.
Ooh, really?
I think. Well, let's look that one up.
I'll tell you what, Chris, you vamp for a minute looking that up.
Okay, what are you doing?
Anybody who's not watching, Captain Strongbow is going to drain the pump.
Captain Strong Bow.
Oh. I'm English, we talk fast.
Don't talk too fast. We don't want to get copyrighted.
We're not even viewed.
I'm watching, damn it. So what are you? Oh yeah, are you gone or are you still here? He's already gone, folks. So yeah, while I'm looking that up, let's see how what was I looking up? I was looking up. Oh yeah, that movie that I was thinking of. Can anybody 10 years from now put in the comments? Oh man. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm not very good at filling while I'm searching. Kirsten Dunst. What was the name of the movie you were in? Where you had to go across the deserts of Africa? Deserts of Africa. Why does it say that no one is watching? Even though, no, it says one person's still watching. Okay. Kirsten Dunst. Let's see here. Where is this? Maybe it wasn't. No. Maybe it wasn't Kirsten Dunst.
You still trying to find this movie, Chris?
I am. Well, because I was also. I got a message from our good friend Lewis.
Oh, yeah?
So,
What's our good friend Lewis want? At Nuke the Fridge.
And
Shameless plug.
And Nerd Report.
Oh, and Nerd Report, of course.
And don't forget Nerd Report.
Never forget Nerd Report.
He was asking me, he was talking about podcasts. Like
was he asking you to go on?
No, like how he, like, you know how I upload the podcast for Popcorn Planet? He has done that. He started using Anchor, which is the same site that Andy uses, and then that same site that I actually signed us up for as well, that we're going to use for these.
Oh, cool.
When we eventually start doing them live. Well, not live, but start actually uploading them. This one will stay in the vault, because this is our very first test.
Yes.
Of a stream.
But for a stream called Tangents, we're 87 minutes in and we haven't even finished.
Yeah, we're doing a really good job.
A 600-word article.
We're doing really good on the tangent. Doing really well on the tangent, so I'm very happy about that. A Far Off Place is the name of the movie. Oh, Reese Witherspoon. It was Reese Witherspoon as a kid.
Oh God, I vaguely remember the name. I've never watched it.
Yeah, Far Off Place is what it's called. In the beginning, like, the kid eats cat food, and they think it's pate or something like that, or the adults, something. Yeah.
Well, if you've ever seen Whisker's wet food, it does look a bit like pate. If you just take the lid off it, you wouldn't.
Ethan Embry is the other kid? No way.
Really?
Really? Wow. I didn't realize Ethan Embry was the other kid. That's crazy. Ethan Embry fame includes, oh my gosh, so many movies. Empire Records, That Thing You Do, Sweet Home Alabama.
Empire Records is a classic.
He was the lead in whatchamacallit.
Whatchamacallit, not Thingamabob.
Can't Hardly Wait, right? Wasn't he the...
Was it Can't Hardly Wait?
I'm looking now. No, there was an Empire Records. Oh, yeah, no, Vegas Vacation. That's right. He played the new Rusty Griswold. I know, Can't Hardly Wait. He was Preston Myers in Can't Hardly Wait. Yeah, he was the lead in Can't Hardly Wait, too. Who was in love with Jennifer Love Hewitt. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so that's crazy. I didn't realize he was the kid, but yeah. I wonder if the Kalahari Desert, Far Off Place.
Kirsten, yeah, he done a lot of TV shows recently, hasn't he? So
yeah.
Well, fair play, man. TV shows are better than movies half the time. You get more money for
more money, yeah, because you're doing more episodes and
yeah, you get more. Yeah, you get more straight up payment for a movie half the time. But TV, if you're in a TV series, you're good to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get a recurring character in the TV role. So I worked with a guy once. I won't mention his name, but he was he'd been to performing arts, in London. He was in the Lion King stage show in London. Which theater was it? Oh God. Where do they show it? Basically, it was one of the big stage shows in London, and he actually got to play Simba 2 nights of the week.
Hmm.
And this guy worked with me. We had a great time with him. He was brilliant. He was such a good laugh. He had a mini recur. I don't know. I must IMDb him at some stage because I must IMDb him at some stage because I don't know what he's doing now, but he got recurring roles on a couple of TV series in the UK and stuff like that. And yeah, this is the guy. One place I worked at, we had a mate of ours who'd actually worked on props for Aliens.
And
this is way before.
You sure you want to be talking about all this?
Oh no, this is nothing to do with what I do nowadays.
Okay.
No. This guy, he helped with the Alien Wars, which is in the Trocadero in London, which was awesome fun.
Okay.
And he built a Predator suit, right? Cannon on their shoulder and all the rest of it. And this guy that I work with, yeah, he was about 6'3", and he had dreads. And in the place we worked at, we used to occasionally just for S&Gs, dress him up in the Predator suit and send him into this Quasar arena we had. So it's dark and smoky and all the rest of it. And you got people playing Quasar. You know what Quasar is? Laser tag.
Yeah.
Basically. And we just get him dressed up in this thing. And so you'd have people in the middle of a 20-minute game running around shooting everybody in this Quasar arena. And he'd just suddenly sneak in, hide somewhere, and he'd pop out. And like I say, he was about 6'3", 6'4" with dreads in a full-on Predator suit. And you could just hear the screams when he just popped out of the mist from the middle of nowhere. We used to do that sort of thing just for fun.
That's messed up.
No. People loved it.
Oh, I'm sure it's still messed up. It's still messed up.
No, man. It's not. Anyway, where were we? We shot them out, because it's the middle of nowhere.
We were talking about Africa. That's where we got to the Kalahari Desert, because I was talking about the Kalahari Desert.
Yes.
Let's see here.
Shot before, and there's a reason for that. It's because it's in the middle of. I like the way they paraphrased them because I guarantee you say because it's in the middle of fucking nowhere. For most of the movie, the crew were living in tents. Well, at least you gave them tents. In these tent villages that we put up hundreds of miles from the closest town. Another typo. Did nobody proofread this article first?
Put up of hundreds of mile. Apparently,
yeah, hundreds of mile. I'm sure there should be an S somewhere.
There should be from the closest town or village. We were shooting in the middle of nowhere, capturing these. A lot of use of the word nowhere, village. Yeah. Like, oh my god,
capturing these insane landscapes. We then put these giant monsters into, and it's really given the movie a fantastic look because the only thing that's CG in the film are the monsters. It's given the animators reality to key into.
Okay. Although it would have been fun to see them try a few of the monsters in practical effects just for them to have said they tried it.
Yeah, but not being funny. Hot, sandy climate with practicals, it doesn't work.
Tell that to the Dark Crystal.
Trust me, I know.
That was all studio, wasn't it?
Yes, that was all studio.
I know.
No, because the second you get hydraulics involved, you get a little bit of sand in the hydraulic pistons, then suddenly an arm won't move, or the jaw won't move, or a mandible won't move, or whatever it is, and it all goes to cack. As people found out all the way back as far as Jaws, which is why you hardly ever see the shark, is because they couldn't get the freaking thing to work most of the time. But it made Jaws a better film. Because they didn't have CGI back then, so they had to work with what they had.
Yeah. No, you couldn't do CGI.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Although, saying that...
Go ahead.
That is one movie, one of the very few movies I wish they would do a remake of. The Last Starfighter.
Oh yeah, that would be a good one.
Right, because I mean, you watch it now. The graphics are the special effects, all the 3D animation. It's so shit now. But when you look, if you it's on YouTube as well. You can see they've got a whole making of Last Starfighter, and you see the size of the computer servers they had to use to render these CGI graphics for the spaceships and stuff. And you see the size of these servers they're working with. They're 8 foot tall, 7 foot wide, and they're using 3 of them to render it. That is about the only movie I can think of which would actually benefit from a reboot nowadays. The only major change I would make is you could keep it the same. He's in the trailer park and all the rest of it. But you could have, well, saying that, trailer park. I'm not in America, so how good generally is internet connection in trailer parks? Do you know off the top of your head?
It depends on the location. Because
But that was the
some
only thing I
locations
would
have
change.
fiber.
Yeah.
Some locations do have fiber.
And that's not a racial thing. That I'm UK.
Nothing about race. I mean,
No. In case somebody says I'm picking on the rednecks.
No, what?
Oh shit! Shouldn't have said that.
Whatever. The term redneck could be white, black.
Yeah, but
Asian,
that's the only thing. That's
Latino.
the only thing you would have to change from the original Last Starfighter to the new one. You can basically keep it exactly the same. Obviously, like I say, with new modern day graphics, but just change it from kid beating the high score on an arcade game to beating an online space combat sim on his PS4 or Xbox One or whatever.
I mean,
I know there's been a couple more like that since, but that's the only thing you would have to change from the Last Starfighter, really.
You were about to say TIE Fighter.
No, I was not.
Yes, you were. You said
no, I wasn't.
I've
got false teeth. I've got false teeth.
That's
I've got several drinks in me.
Yeah, your tongue excuse from that time.
Yeah. I got a furry tongue.
Oh god.
But that is the only thing you would actually have to change is get rid of the arcade machine, because people nowadays don't realize what an arcade machine is. So just change it to a games console where he beats the games console in the trailer park. You know, he beats the game on the games console in the trailer park, and it's not directly connected to PSN or Xbox Live or whatever. This specific game is broadcasting to an alien. And they're like, damn, this motherfucker's blown the shit out of the whole fucking armada. Send a ship and pick him up. Apart from that, you can keep the film the same. Realistically. You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
Do you agree with me?
I agree with you that The Last Starfighter would be a good movie these days. But at the same time,
we've had that nowadays.
Yeah, enough reboots.
No, but what I'm saying is that's the only film I can think of that deserves a reboot.
Not necessarily. There's so many movies that could deserve a reboot. I mean, it's a matter of there's so many movies that have gotten reboots that don't deserve reboots. You know, so I mean, it's just I found out recently the movie Charade, a Cary Grant classic, was remade and called something else with like Mark Wahlberg as Cary Grant's character, and I was like, oh.
Really? I haven't heard of that.
Oh yeah, it was awful. I tried to watch it. I'm like, oh my god. And what's her name? Samantha Mumba.
Oh
yeah.
Who is she?
She plays what's her name? Audrey Hepburn's character. Like, yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, what?
Here we go. Let me just check something. Yep, we still got 0 viewers.
Yeah.
I've heard a whisper. They might be redoing Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. And I'm not sure, but it might be a Netflix thing.
Well, that could be possibly okay.
Yeah, somebody I know who might possibly be working on Netflix projects might have possibly mentioned. I mean, he's not the most reliable source. because he's an idiot who doesn't know half. But he did specifically say DRS, and I went, "What, like that?" And he was like, "Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, it's something to do." And I know the company he's been farmed out to at the moment, and it's Netflix.
Okay.
So they might be redoing that. And that's one of my favorite comedies of all times.
Yeah.
In fact, Michael Caine's in two of my favorite comedies of all time. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels and Without a Clue.
Yeah.
I thought I told you to watch Without a Clue. Have you not seen it?
I probably have.
Michael Caine is Sherlock Holmes.
Oh yeah, I think you told me to watch it. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, dude, watch it. It's proper comedy. It's not your slapstick, scary movie kind of in-your-face comedy. It's proper comedy. It's, just subtle enough that you get it and you laugh your ass off, but it doesn't have to emphasize every punchline and every joke. Back in the 80s when you could do comedy properly.
Yeah,
people
like
actually
Mel
watch the
Brooks.
movie.
Mel Brooks. You can't do
Yeah.
Mel Brooks now.
Oh God, no.
There's a band.
Don't say Alter Bridge.
No. What do I look like, Steph?
Well, actually.
I need a little bit of longer hair.
And her beard's better.
See. SR-71. I don't know if you remember them.
No.
They were a 90s band. And they had a song called I think it was called Man on the Moon. Last Man on the Moon is what the song was called, and one of the lines was you can't make a Mel Brooks movie today, and that was in 1999. Which even then you probably couldn't have gotten away with making another Mel Brooks movie. At the turn of the century. I mean, because what, Robin Hood Men in Tights was his last one, right?
I think so, yeah. Was that 90?
94?
I thought it was 95, I thought.
95, 94, hold on.
Yeah, something like that. But because this is the Planet of Nerds, we need to fact check everything to make sure we are correct.
Oh, yeah, Robin Hood. That was his last one, right? Hold on, Mel Brooks. At least mainstream.
I don't know why I closed down IMDb. I should just keep it open.
Yeah. Oh wait, 95 was Dracula Dead and Loving It with Leslie Nielsen. That one wasn't really. Yeah, 93 was Men in Tights. 95.
Oh my God! According to IMDb, he's doing Blazing Samurai.
What? What? Okay,
Shogun voice.
Oh, he's doing a voice. What was his last movie that he directed?
Yeah, sorry, no, I just saw Blazing Samurai. I thought, oh my God, that'd be so cool if they'd done a samurai version of that.
They're not. No.
I know, but I just saw that, and for a second I was like, oh, rebooted Blazing Saddles.
But yeah, no. Look up what was his last movie he directed, not a movie he starred in, because he does cameos and voices.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking.
So. We're just still sitting here. Since we're just sitting here and not paying attention to this article, let's
what you mean, like we've done for most of it?
Well, yeah. So let me actually do this.
For God's sake, scroll down. Come on, quicker.
Boom. There we
go. His director was Dead and Loving It in 95. Men in Tights was done in 93, so it came out in 94.
So yeah. No, that's the year it was released.
Oh, is IMDb the release date?
Yeah. The year that's next to it is not the filming year. It's the.
I always count the date as the filming.
No, it's the release year.
Yeah.
This is IMDb. This is not IMDb Premium. We're not filmmakers with a paid account on IMDb.
In that case, his last one was Dead and Loving It,
which wasn't really controversial that much.
No,
it was. So his last controversial was definitely Men in Tights, which had some very controversial stuff in it.
What you mean, like at the very end?
Which,
You are now the sheriff.
no,
What?
no.
You can't make him a
It's
sheriff? Why?
good. It's
He's
good
black.
to be. Yeah.
Why not? It worked in Blazing Saddles.
Saddles, yeah. Or it's good to be the king. You know, you just kiss whoever he wants to. That's or the a Jew in England.
Bless you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's so many things wrong with that movie, but so many things right with that movie. Wrong in the PC sense. It's a brilliant movie, but yeah, so you couldn't make that kind of movie. I don't know how did we get here? How did we get to Mel Brooks? And
because we were talking about one of my favorite comedies of all time.
Movies
making it.
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. That's right. Okay, remakes, reboots, and then
Starfighter.
and
then I brought up Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Okay. So let's backtrack back to the article. Let's get back to the article. Hold on, let me bring it back up.
Yeah, it gives the animators reality to key into. That's what we got to 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, CG, practical effects. That's how we got here. Anyway.
Yes, and that's where we got there because I went, I'll tell you what, the CG one movie needs to be redone.
So rather than being in Pinewood Studios and shooting it against a green screen, we're on these epic real locations with real lens flare, real dust, real
Fuck off, JJ.
Real
Nobody
water.
wants lens flare.
Oh my gosh, he had real water.
You mean like as opposed to that dehydrated water?
Yeah, apparently.
Just add water.
Just add water to dehydrated water. He adds real environments that animators can lock. Okay, it's giving the movie a really epic. So apparently it's going to be epic. An epic world building. I'm excited because there's world building. Whenever you see that word, that's according to Anderson, Monster Hunter's detailed world building should satiate the property's legion of fans when the tentpole film arrives next year. So 2 things there. 1, tentpole film, which means there's more in the work planned, and which hopefully, if it does okay.
Yeah.
Second thing I noticed about that statement, which worries me, which what we talked about actually earlier, is the marketing satiate the property's legion of fans. Okay, well no, you're gonna try and make this a franchise. You can't just satiate the legion of fans of the single.
Yeah, but the problem is if they don't please the fans, everybody comes out.
But
the fans of the original IP comes out.
But if it's a good enough film, then it shouldn't matter, right? Didn't Man of Steel prove that?
Let's not start this fucking argument. Let's not start this fucking.
Prove that.
I'll
play Jody in this one. Didn't Man of Steel? It's a great film, but a trash Superman
movie.
Superman movie.
No.
Yeah.
It's a good film. It's not a Superman movie.
It's not a Superman movie. Anyway, I digress. So that's.
Really? You're digressing on tangents.
Yeah. All right. I digress into the next tangent. Okay. So he says, well, it's this incredible world that they created. Anderson notes, you're plunged in another world. It's wonderful. Escapism, which is what we need right now. I think this is
the comment I was going to pick up.
Okay, go ahead.
Right, so full comment. Well, it's this incredible world that they created. Anderson notes, you're plugged into another world. It's a wonderful escapism.
He said plugged. He meant plunged.
Oh, sorry, plunged. Well, you can be plugged into another world. Look at the Matrix.
All right, Mister. They need to proofread their article.
Yeah,
how about you read it correctly? Yeah, proofread your proofreading there, buddy.
Yeah. Right, so you're plunged into another world. It's wonderful escapism, and when the world starts to right itself and people can go back to theaters, that's exactly what people will want and need, is to escape for a couple of hours into a different realm. And that's what Monster Hunter has in spades, and that's why I was so excited to turn it into a movie. That's what I want to hear. Nothing about any form of political, ideological, gender, religious, fucking race, politics at all. It's just I've made a fun fucking movie for people to go and watch.
Well, and the thing about Monster Hunter is if you've played any of the games, you know there's never any political like agenda. It's just go out and hunt monsters.
Yeah, this is my point.
That's the game.
This is my point. If it's
every game,
if it's
the new
like
one has
he
multiplayer.
says, yeah, like
Newest one.
If it's anything like what he says, because obviously this is pre-release, so you know you're going to try and sell it. He isn't selling anything about, oh yeah, but we took one of your beloved characters and we gender swapped them, or we didn't think there was enough diversity in this field or that field. He's just come along and said, it's a fun time, it's entertainment. We're not making a statement about anything apart from that's a big fucking monster.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe one of the monsters will come out with a big purple wig on,
or
something.
With that budget of 60 million, because I mean, as we talked about, CG is expensive. Is that enough of a budget to be? It's going to have some good CG for how they shot it all on location, and all they had to do was add the monsters.
I'll be honest with you. I think it will. I'm just trying to work this out, process in my head. They would have primarily hired local crew.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which are obviously a lot cheaper than
yeah
US guild
or
members
UK.
or UK guild members.
Yep.
Etc. Etc. So you're saving a shed load on crew costs. This
by the way, we made it to the end of the article, by the way. So
we haven't finished it. We're still talking about it.
Yeah, but we made it to the end of the article, so I can actually now do this and get rid of the article and just like have this on screen. There we go. So, yeah. So continue. Sorry.
But anyway, yeah. So primarily hired local crews, which cuts a massive chunk out of the budget. I mean, then
keep talking. I will be right back. I need to check on something.
Okay. So, just working out in my head with rough. I'm not going to throw numbers at the screen because I can't work out the exact numbers, but a full shooting and prepping crew, if they hired local crews, be a hell of a lot cheaper. And then that money, even with and the money they spent on the tents and facilities they would have had to transport out, and the transportation costs for necessities, e.g. food and water and what have you, transportation. Sound stages are expensive as hell.
Mm-hmm.
So that would work out. Yeah, that the cost of shipping amenities out and the tents and stuff would work out to the same as hiring the workshops, the cabins, the hotel facilities for stars and sound stages. That would work out probably cheaper. So they would actually have more of a budget to spend on CGI than if they had that budget and they filmed it on green screen.
Before you even and wait,
so no, what I'm saying is
they didn't even have the stars stay in the hotels.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm working it out.
Intense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm working out. You know, the cost of studio. You know, excuse me. Stage rental with cabins for wardrobe, special effects, workshops, hotels for stars and crew, etc., etc. They would actually have saved money on that by tents and transportation of amenities. It would work out cheaper to film 200 miles in the middle of nowhere than it would putting everybody up in a first world studio.
Oh, and think about all the good barbecue they had. They probably cooking out all the time.
Oh yeah,
'cause you're out in the middle of the desert. Oh, in the jungle, you're cooking. And
the fresh air makes it all so different. So much. Yeah. Yeah, so
yeah.
they would have saved money, in my opinion, with the shipping, shipping and been out on location 200 miles from somewhere than there would be if in a first world country in a studio. Pinewood, I believe they mentioned.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know whether that's Pinewood UK, Pinewood US, wherever.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows which country that's in, but it would have saved money on that. And then the local crews would have saved money. So a £60 million budget, in my opinion, they'd have more to spend on CGI because they filmed that in the locations than they would if they filmed it in a studio on a green screen. Because for a start, they're not having to CGI all the locations. They've just concentrate on the monsters and interactions with said monsters, not the whole universe per se.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because the
Plus,
people to people interactions they don't worry about at all.
Yeah. Plus, the simple fact is you've got the actors actually in those environments reacting to those environments, as opposed to having to ship in. Some of the things I've seen, they've shipped in 30 tons worth of sand just for a 5-second shot, just so the actors could be walking on the sand in the soundstage.
Oh my gosh, what a waste of money.
Dude, I've got an even better one for you. This is not going live, is it?
No, just don't. Yeah, don't. Nothing that you wouldn't want to be out there
in public. Yeah.
Do not say when that live thing is on. No matter if it's going to be shown in 10 years, if it's going to, because
I'll tell you off stream.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't even worry about telling me. Don't entice people like that, because then you're gonna get. Yeah, we don't.
No. I've got to keep my mouth shut.
Yes, keep your mouth shut, please. But we made it through the entire article. It took us 2 hours.
It's called Tangents.
I know, it was perfect. That was perfect. So let's this is a perfect time to end it. So just to recap, are you excited for this movie, or are you hopeful for this movie, or are you slightly nervous about this movie? I am hopeful for this movie because it's a big epic, like think Jurassic Park. Hopefully there's going to be things we haven't seen before. I'm hoping they're trying to go that route with the monsters, then there's some skepticism of it's just going to be another monster movie with CG monsters. It's gonna be fun, but it's not gonna be anything that's gonna get me excited for the future movies.
I mean, me personally in the Monster front, I'm not even hoping for groundbreaking, because I think that's too much to expect from a movie like this. I would just be hoping for competent to well done. This
well done, yes. Competent. It needs to be more than competent.
But you say that 60 million for a Hollywood movie.
Well, that's why I asked that question.
Yeah, no, but my point, what I was going to get to is, you have TV series now that run for 20 episodes that drop between $5 and $10 million per episode,
and a lot of times those TV shows don't last,
and they suck.
Yeah, those are the kind of shows that don't last. I don't know if you remember the show Terra Nova.
Yeah,
it had the record at the time, and it lasted a season.
Yeah, well, I think Picard cost upwards of 10 million an episode.
Yeah, so
but so for 60 million. Competent monsters, I would expect.
Okay. See, you raised my expectations too much that's why I asked that question.
Oh, what, the whole CGI thing?
Yeah, that's why I asked that question.
I do honestly believe they can do better than you would expect on a 60 million budget, which to people like me and you sounds absolutely stupid. Like, 60 million? You're saying you think they'll do something all right with 60 freaking million?
Well, because it's only costing them 10 to 15 for all the other stuff.
Yeah, but you got to imagine how much is the budget for Mila and Ron.
Well, yeah.
I mean, not being funny, you don't know. 30 million of that budget could just be going to those three.
Absolutely.
15 for Milo,
Well,
10 for Ron, and 5 for Jar.
Yeah, I'd say Mila's more like you're gonna get the wifey discount with Mila.
Oh no, you stupid mate! I'm the director.
So,
That's me, missus. I'm gonna pump her up, wages up a little bit.
No, not if the budget. If you're only offered a $60 million budget, you're gonna talk to your wife and be like, "Hey, babe, can you only take 11 or 12 instead of 15, and save us a couple of million, so then we can go get Ron Perlman, who we can pay 8 or 9, and then we get Tony Jaa as well for that awesome martial arts aspect, and pay him 5, and oh my gosh, we've got ourselves a great movie."
Yeah, but then you're still talking half the budget.
Well, yes,
pretty much.
Yes, yeah.
So again, that's why I'm saying we don't know.
Sometimes 3 actors make a movie. Sometimes.
Yeah, gotcha.
But and especially the fact that it's on location, and you worry. The only thing you worry about is their reaction to the monsters. Is it going to be believable because the monsters weren't there? But usually you'll have a person stand in as.
No, a lot of the time, what they'll do, especially if they're 20 foot tall, 30 foot tall,
like a scissor lift or something.
No. What they'll do is they'll get stands, big stands, which rise up like 30 foot.
So scaffolding, basically.
No. Actually, stands on wheels.
Oh, okay. So
and
like a siege tower kind of thing.
And what they'll do is they'll put tennis balls on the top of them.
Oh. Okay.
Tennis balls is the staple of
mocap.
the CGI world.
Yeah, mocap. Yeah.
And they'll put the tennis balls on the top of the stands, and if it's a monster, they'll put 2 stands close to each other with tennis balls right at the top. It could be 10 foot up, 20 foot up, whatever.
Makes sense.
To represent the eyes.
Yeah, makes sense. So you know where to put the eyes. That makes sense.
Yeah, so you know where the eyes are, so you know where to look.
Yeah.
And then it also, when you're putting the CG in, those are the eyes. That's where the head's supposed to be because that's where they're focused on, and you build around that.
That makes sense. That makes more sense. But yeah, no, tennis balls. Yeah, I knew that from video games. That tennis balls are the staple of mocap because you see the suits and the green balls all over them.
No, those are ping pong balls. I'm actually talking about they actually just buy like Slazenger tennis balls and stuff like that.
Well, no, I've seen them use tennis balls too in video games, in video game design. For probably when I've seen it, probably more for like creatures and stuff like that, not for people.
Yeah, they tend to use them sort of like for the eyes primarily, and then if there's supposed to be an arm or something significant happening. They'll kind of put a tertiary ball where the action is supposed to be happening, just in a still frame for reference that this is where it's supposed to be coming from.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah, that was definitely took us 2 hours to get through one article. That was perfect. That's how we want to do these things. I think 2 hours is better than 1 hour for a podcast. I think 1 hour we would have had to rush our tangents and try and get to the article.
We weren't even looking at the fucking clock.
Yeah, no, we weren't. It was.
I've just looked. It's fucking 10 to 1.
Yeah, it's 2 hours. Yeah,
I know. I'm in the UK. It's 10 to fucking 1 in the morning.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we started. We started around 11. And yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the stream ending thing up, and then I'm gonna play the intro video again. And then end the stream. So let's
thank you everybody for watching.
Yeah, appreciate your
oh, if you hadn't noticed, Chris, all my friends are actually in here watching with us.
Oh, me? Oh.
No. All the others.
All the others. What?
All my invisible ones.
Oh, right. Oh, boy. The white men in coats are coming. I mean, the men in white coats are coming.
Yeah, the white man in coat. You what? You are fucking cancelled.
Cancelled! I'm an internet personality now. I'm
exactly, you're cancelled, mate.
I don't have an opinion. I'm an internet personality.
Somebody we shall never mention will find this in 15 years' time. Clip it.
Yee Fisher. Yay, Fisher.
Yay, Fisher.
Yay, Fisher. Anyway, so yeah, no, thanks, guys. And we'll see you in 10 years.
Yeah, or whenever we release this, if ever.
Yeah.
But until then, you've been watching The Planet of Nerds.
The Planet of Nerds. Cue the video.